DAZN boxing show is on the road from London, where this Saturday, the Indigo at the O2 plays host to an exciting next-gen event headlined by Dillon and Reece Bellotti. This is the weekend preview brought to you by AutoZone. Well, Jamie Ward here alongside me, former IBF World Middleweight Champion, Mr. Darren Barker. But today, I'm not going to introduce you as former IBF World Middleweight Champion. I'm going to introduce you as former British and Commonwealth Champion. Two very prestigious belts in this sport. They're on the line in Saturday's main event. Darren, take us back, not that far, not to make you feel old, but why are these belts that mark important achievements in a fighter's journey? What did they mean to you?
Well, you see the smile on my face as you said that. They were two massive moments for me, becoming the Commonwealth and the British champion. Two big boxes ticked for me, two goals, massive goals that I wanted to achieve, and they really got me on my way to that journey. It was the start of the journey, if you like, to becoming a world champion. But those belts in particular meant an awful lot to me. The British title was the one that I really, really wanted to win. That was my big goal, a big first goal that I wanted to achieve. Well,
it's the second crack at the British title, of course, for Mr. Reece Bellotti, who's been around for a number of years now. What do you like about the run he's been on? Because, you know, beat Dodge, beat Kamari, beat Akib Fiaz, won the Commonwealth title, two-weight Commonwealth champion he is now. But he's got to be coming into this. That's the second crack, full of beans, full of confidence.
Absolutely. Momentum is very good for him. Form is very good. Confidence through the roof, and just shows you if you persevere and you really want something, not to get derailed. Keep positive, and he's done exactly that. He feels with everything he's been through. I said it during the press conference. He suffered the good, the bad, the ugly. There's nothing that he hasn't experienced. He can go in there now fully prepared. And hopefully, from his camp, go and fulfill his dream.
And what about Dillon?
Yeah.
Defending British champion, just the one blemish on his 14-fight record, which was with a draw with Youssef Kamari, who, of course, Reece beat last year, but equally as confident. But for those who might not have seen Liam, what does Reece have to be concerned about here, worried about? Is it a style that will suit him? Just break it down for us.
Well, it's certainly a style that will suit the spectator because they're going to gel.
Both, it's a fan fight.
It's a fan fight. Look, they both want to get in the centre of the ring and they want to let big bombs go. Liam has a tremendous work rate, effort. He doesn't stop throwing punches. He mixes them up well to head and body. Lots of desire, and he has a lot of will to win. And with this, he's finally fulfilled his dream. Yes, what Reece is searching to do on Saturday night. But he wants to keep hold of this title. He's desperate to hang on to it and win this belt outright. And what this does is it also opens other doors, you know, and other opportunities, you know, for a defeat here for Eva. Really pushes them back down the run. For Reece Bellotti, where does he go with a defeat here? So there's so much. Stylistically brilliant. The pot of gold is fantastic, and we're gonna get, mark my words, we're going to have an absolute barnstorm of a fight.
Sometimes I feel sorry for the fighters when this much pressure has been put on them before the opening bell has even rang.
Fact.
It
cannot disappoint.
It has to. And you look at the power of Reece Bellotti.
Yep.
Is that the biggest threat to Liam Dillon in this fight, the equaliser?
It's a big threat. I wouldn't say it's the only threat. One thing for sure is we know Reece has a great team. The McDonald family, they train you double hard. And as fit and as strong and as relentless Liam Dillon is, the same could be said for Reece Bellotti. Brilliant engine. But yeah, he does have that one punch that can change things at any moment in a fight. It could be, 15 seconds left of the final round. He's got an opportunity still to knock you out. And that's what makes it so intriguing. Liam probably not as big a puncher, well, he's not, but physically strong. And like I say, that engine is second to none.
Well, we'll talk about the undercard shortly. It was in 1968 when the British super featherweight title, as we now know it, was first contested. Londoner Jimmy Anderson won the belt that day, and it will be a Londoner who leaves the Indigo at the O2 with the Lord Lonsdale belt on their shoulders. Watford, Chingford, Liam Dillon, Reece Bellotti. Here's what they had to say in the build-up. Yesterday we sat down at the media day. I called you the Cinderella man. 3 brilliant wins back-to-back now. But this British title, you got the Commonwealth belt, for this British title. Why is it one in your journey as a pro that's always been one you've been after?
Well, I was after it against Walsh, and he obviously beat me. He's a good fighter. And like I say, anyone that starts boxing, mainly they want to win the British title. It's the best looking belt in boxing, and it's always a title I've always wanted to win. And like I say, I got a chance Saturday night.
Do you think timing is on your side now? You've got a wealth of experience. You suffered the good, the bad, the ugly, if you like, as a professional. But how's your mindset and how's your confidence going in to this, the biggest fight you could say of your career?
My confidence is high, really high. Like you say, I've been written off kind of thing. So I've had 3 back-to-back wins against good fighters. Probably weren't expected to win them fights either. And won them in good style. And like you say, Dillon's style and my style are bound to gel really well and be a great 100%. Fight for everyone.
You're excited for this one?
No doubt. No doubt.
He has not stopped talking about this fight. Liam, welcome. Let me bring you in. British champion, of course, defending British champion. If you can leave with both straps this Saturday, what would that mean to you? Because these, what Frank says, it's winner stays on, as it always is, but the doors that could open on the back of this are huge.
Yeah, it's like boyhood dream come true, the best fights were when they unified the British and Commonwealth titles. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to this, and then hopefully what's the next step?
What has it done for your confidence becoming the British champion? What's it been like going into the gym as the British champ and going into this fight Saturday night as the reigning British champion?
I mean, we've got a big stable down at RJ's, and Reece said the British title is the one belt you want to win. So going in there with the British title and everyone looking at it, I'm like, yeah, man. But I think, we've got a big stable going now. I think there's going to be a few British champions down there the next couple of years.
What do you know about Reece Bellotti, Liam, and what do you like about his style?
Yeah, Reece has been around for a long time, He comes to fight, and I'm looking forward to a good scrap.
Do you think Reece... we were talking yesterday, Liam we were talking about how the styles are going to gel. You think he'll have to go looking for you in there, or can we expect you from that first bell to be right on the front foot?
Well, no one's gone looking for me yet, so I'm not going to probably change that. Like I say, his style, my style, it's going to be for a fan favourite, and it's going to be a great fight.
A lot of respect between the two of you. It's obvious to see, but both of you, tell the betting man the method on the result of Saturday night for both of you. A victory.
A Bellotti win.
Yeah, Bellotti
regardless
win.
of how it comes. Yeah, like I say, Liam's a very tough man. He can take big shots, and I've seen some of his fights where he's taking big shots. It's not necessarily that he's going to go over or I'm going to get him out of there, and that's that.
I'll see a Dillon win. I don't know how or when, but I'm going to be victorious.
And much has been made, Liam, of Reece's recent form, but what makes you different? Because we talked about, Reece has been bullying his previous opponents. What makes you different? Why can't he do that to you in there?
I mean, I'm just welcoming the fight, really. I hope he meets me in the centre of the ring and we just go at it, and the better man will win.
Well, here is a reminder of what's coming your way. Saturday, one place to watch all the action. That's right here on DAZN. We start with the gentleman, John Hedges. Bit of time out the ring. He returns at cruiserweight, by the way, against Erdogan Kadria. That one over 8 rounds. Shannon Ryan then takes on Jasmina Zopotochna for the WBA International Super Flyweight title. The first of Shannon Ryan's professional career. 10 2-minute rounds. That one before Craig Richards, 19 months out the ring, returns. He faces Boris Crichton. Cameron Vong takes on Ishmael Ellis over 8 rounds in our chief support, and then that headline act, the unified British and Commonwealth £130 gold on the line. Reece Bellotti versus Liam Dillon. Well, we've just run through what is to look forward to on Saturday live on DAZN. Let's pick out, Darren, some fights we're looking forward to on that undercard. Obviously, we can't wait for that main event, but on the undercard, firstly, let's talk about young Cameron Vong. 4th professional fight, still a young man. You talked about great training team with the McDonald's, Jamie Moore and Nigel Travis around him. Why are they important for a young fighter, those type of characters, to keep a character like Cam, who's very charismatic, grounded at this stage?
Oh, huge. Because as a young man and you're performing the way he has, it's quite easy to get ahead of yourself and confidence through the roof, which is good, and you want that. In a fighter, but you want to be able to contain it slightly. You don't want it to get ahead of itself and explode, and that can happen. And we've seen it with fighters before. They can get a bit carried away and get derailed by being slightly complacent due to the overconfidence. But I think with Jamie and Nigel, they've been there, they understand it, they get it. And also from a technical and tactical standpoint, they're fantastic. They're so good. They're a great team. Them two as a pair understand each other. That energy and that know-how and that knowledge is rubbing off on Cameron, who for me has looked brilliant. The debut was unreal. The Mascara fight, he learned an awful lot, got a bit of a telling
Tricky
off.
fight, that, wasn't it?
Tricky fight. But what I liked is he listened to Jamie and Nigel in the corner, and he got back, he stuck to his boxing.
Implemented it.
He implemented it. And that shows intelligence in the young man as a fighter. And, I mean, what a bright future he's got in front of him. If he keeps performing, keeps learning, yeah, he's certainly one to watch.
Certainly one to watch. Cameron Vong, professional fight number 4 for him. Chief support this Saturday. We've seen moonwalks on the ring walk. We've seen Conor McGregor impersonations. But a good fight for him with Ishmael Alice. Good step up over 8 rounds in what was his first 8-rounder as well. And when you look at some other fights, talk about time out the ring. Craig Richards, his last fight, May 2022, that Battle of South London with Joshua Buatsi. 19 months he's been out the ring. But with a new training team, refreshed, re-energised. Great to see Spider back.
Yeah, almost a forgotten man. I mean, how well has his defeat to Bivol aged now?
Well,
Bivol's gone on to do exactly.
Wow.
And he's at that level. He's proved he's at that level. Pushed Buatsi all the way, and who looked good, you know, previously in his last contest against Dan Aziz. So he's a very good fighter with a new team, a new stable behind him. But he's in there with a crafty, tough opponent who's coming at short notice, has no pressure on his shoulders whatsoever, can just go out there, express themselves and try and completely catapult their career to a whole new stratosphere. But for me, it's great to see Craig Richards back. I think he'll want to get this one behind him, if you like, get some rounds in the bank. And I don't think he'll want to hang around. I think he'll want to push on and be fighting or in some sort of eliminator for a world title.
Back in the mix. He's got to get back in the mix.
I don't think he has many aspirations of sort of staying around the domestic scene. I think he wants to look at the top guys, the big guns, and he's not just doing it to earn lots of money. Yes, that is one of the components of being a prize fighter, but I think he has real dreams, real dreams of becoming a world champion, and he has the confidence through those defeats, funny enough, to know I was that close. Now let's go one step further.
And I look a quick one on Shannon Ryan as well, because you've been very impressed with her from ringside through 6 fights. In with another 6-0 unbeaten fighter here in Jasmina Kopatochna. What do you like about Shannon Ryan as a fighter? Because she has been described by many so far as being more or less punch perfect.
Yeah, and that goes for in and out the ring for me. She looks the part, she talks the part. And she fights. She can fight. I mean, I remember Wayne McCulloch was nicknamed the Pocket Rocket. Well, if that name was to ever get passed on to anyone else, I think Shannon Ryan is the perfect person. She's really is a handful. The variation of shot, the power. I can't believe she's not stopped anyone. I don't think it's going to be long until we see a one notch on that KO.
Well, maybe over 10 rounds.
Over 10 rounds, exactly. First 10 rounder for both. Yeah, but I'm a big fan. Jasmina, she has the opportunity, a little bit like Boris Crichton, comes in, no pressure, short notice, has an opportunity to rip up the script and make a real name for herself. And it's one of those, I think, I've watched Jasmina, I've seen Shannon in the past, which I've been very impressed with. I think with the 10 2-minute round format, stylistically, they're going to gel, and I think that is one that you don't really want to blink. You want to stay in your front room, sat down, don't go to the kitchen, don't go to the toilet, because it's going to be fireworks.
Absolutely, no doubt. Big fights await the winner of that one. And a really quick word on John Hedges. Good to see John back.
Oh, great.
Was an 18-year-old super middleweight, now in his 20s at cruiserweight. Safe to say he's filled out a bit.
Yeah, he looks ginormous.
Huge.
He really did.
6'5" he is.
But very calm. There's a maturity, not just physically coming from Hedges, but also mentally. The way he speaks, you know, he really is growing into a real solid man, if you like, and that's frightening for the cruiserweights out there, because we know what he can do in the ring. We know how accurate he is and how well schooled he is, and with that maturity, both mental and physical, and the team, I must add,
Mark Sibbs, yeah,
but
Jimmy
behind
Sibbs.
him, there is a lot of ingredients there for the future of John Hedges to look very, very bright.
Certainly a lot to like. That was the weekend preview. So much to look forward to. One place to watch it all. That is right here on DAZN. 7 p.m. the main card gets underway. That's 2 p.m. Eastern time for our viewers watching across the pond in the States. We'll see you then on DAZN.
Ladies and gentlemen, back at London's O2 Arena, here in London, England.
It's all there for them. It's right in front of them. All they've got to do is work hard and be good enough.
Next generation.
This is what boxing's all about. These are the dreams, people like Lee and Dillon.
Just going to go for it. Just do what I do best.
Reece Bellotti continuing the revival of his career.
Two-weight Commonwealth champion.
I've always wanted the British title. I've got my chance again and I'll take it with both hands.
This is a special fighter.
And the future, down one at the very top. Really stoking the crowd here.
Just the breakthrough Spider Richards needed.
She closes the show in style.
10 rounds and titles next. I think she's ready.
The gentleman.
John Hedges,
This is why these next gen shows are so important.